All right, Yashala, getting right into it. Giving all praises to Yahweh Bashim, Yahushai Bashim, Kakadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops, great millstone, my salutation to the brothers teaching word for the hopeful election to be the most high will. We're in this, we still in the time of the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, as the apostles coined it, starting with Apostle Tahar. And when apostles say that, they speaking concerning prophecy, not no set time like you looking at your calendar or your watch or something. These are prophecies because Jacob's trouble is still going to happen. It's in the Bible. It's part of prophecy. So even if it doesn't happen this year, it's still in effect for sake of prophecy. So, and that's where, the prophecy speaks from is from the prophets. That's how the Most High talks. It says that in Luke, of the scriptures. Dock workers on strike, how the port strike affects, it's a lot of states. East Coast, West Coast, their fear of a famine, the, the storehouses is becoming empty. And there's a scripture on that. Let me get this first scripture right quick. Matthew 24:6, and you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, seeing that ye be troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And we're hearing that. This back and forth, the brewing of wars and rumors of wars, and missiles shot, Scud missiles, and missile tanks, and soldiers, and pocket nukes possibly shot off, testing of bombs underwater. underwater. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places," and there has been, and more often than regular now. All these are the beginning of sorrows, man. And that's why the people fear, man. So going back, let me put in this right quick. Gotta go to the Apocrypha. And these are plagues that's coming to Egypt too. This modern day Egypt is America. Even though plagues are not written in this book. Second Esdras 6:22. Let me see if I can start before that. It says, Second Esdras 6:22, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, man. These are things that's coming up on this earth, man. It says, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. And At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still. Oh man. Oh, okay. I thought it was. I thought it had stopped. Um, it says, "The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run." So basically, a time of trouble. Whatsoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation in the end of your world. So who are we depending on, man? We're depending on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Men's heart fell in them of fear of what's coming on the earth. Luke 21 and 26, it says, men's hearts, which is their mind, fell in them for fear and looking for after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Most High is about to shake everything up, man. And all that Christian church, all that, that talk and that religion talk, and everything's good and bright and sunny. You know it says the day of the Lord is gloomy and darkness and not light. It says that in the scriptures. So what are they talking about? This is the, so to speak, like this is a sign of the times, of course. Of the end, and we keep telling you that. We have told you that, starting with the apostle elders on down. Told you that for a long time, as long as we've been out there. Day of darkness. Let me see. It says, Joel 2 and 1, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Alarm means, just what it sounds like. Be alarmed of these things that's going on and happening and about to take place. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. What is the day of the Lord? A day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and a strong, there hath not been ever light, neither shall be any more of it, even to the years of many generations. Now, these armies, Most High is gathering, even the whole, this is the, the year that the war is taking place on every side, even leading into the Armageddon, Hamagotwan and the scriptures, which is mounds of troops. Even Yahweh Shai coming with his angels, chariots, that getting involved in this war. This is the big battle. The people, are roused up in their spirit to take life and to survive by any means, as a part of that, whether it be, financially or, before somebody take their lives. Disobedient children, it says in the scripture, like this is, it can never go back to normal. It can never, these people are trying to scrap for bits and pieces that's of a broken vessel that can never be put together again. You would have to make a whole different vessel. You have to start from clay again and make a whole new pot or vessel. And that's not going to be done into the Most High, transform his elect, forming them and transforming them into, this new body uh, to eventually, become this new body, take on this new body. which is going to be an immortality. But until then, things that happen on this earth, every man, you know, that's in his body, when I say men, I'm talking about woman and child too, have to endure this suffering and have to endure this trouble. Because they they do some. Sometimes this happens, or sometimes more than often than people want it. I'm talking about these trials, tribulations, things like this. This magnitude of this strike and other cases. Um, they it's been known. America is known to recover, but it's too much stuff going on, man. It's too many things going on. Not only on this side of the world, but the other side of the world. And anytime one country, one nation is affected, that they all affected. Because you know, who's the allies in who's allies with America? Well, for one, Israel, and they're in their uh, thing with dealing with Hezbollah and and those what do you call it? Those militias over there. You know, I mean, the militias over there, they could pop up anytime. The Taliban. Even though that was a past thing, it could reform into something else. Uh, Hamas, and they they claim ISIS to be one, but we already know that's government ran. Starting with America, but the fashions of war pop up in and out, pop their heads in and out, and it can get ugly. But the way the economy is going, the way these things are going right now, simultaneously all over the world, you know, um, in the weariness of what Americans have lived, and and now the true colors of America has been surfaced, even with this industry thing. You know what I'm saying? Which is supposed to be a distraction, but it's just letting you know everything is falling out, falling down. And that's how the Most High said it would be. She said, "Where's she?" It said Egypt will not have bomb to heal herself. Did I finish this? Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord is at hand. For it is nigh at hand. Yeah, yeah, I read this. Balm. Balm is a healing ointment. Let's see what it says about Egypt. And we keep telling you this in modern day Egypt. You're going to find out that, through prophecy, you're going to find out a lot. And it says in the scripture, they're going to know a prophet had been among them, because all these prophecies, you're going to see it for yourself. The, what do you call it? MOTB, the Jacob's trouble, MOTB, that, the prophecy of this war, this big war, prophecy of these people seeing more angelic things, more chariots, which they ignorantly call UFOs. The truth about Yahweh Shai, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai is coming out. They can't deny that, and that Yahweh Shai was so-called black man, and of course, if he's of his father, so is like father like son. Describes the ancient of days, woolly hair, dark skin, and so that the powers are about to get released from every angle, and all the powers belong to the Most High. All the spirits belong to the Most High. So even the beast, spirit of the beast, is getting roused up for this stuff coming. Because they're going to play a part too. It says he made the creature, he made the beast to tear. He made the beast for vengeance. So just like those she bears ripped up those children, is going to be that too in this day. It describes the times like someone running from a lion into a bear and then into a house, lean against the wall and get bit by a serpent. An ongoing, you know, ongoing thing. Jeremiah 51:8, it says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. Um, but this is one I wanted. Jeremiah 46:11, it says, Go up into Gilead and take balm, O virgin, the daughter of Egypt. This is the virgin daughter of Egypt. This is the daughter of Babylon. This is, in vain shalt thou use many medicines, for thou shalt not be cured, And the many medicines is like, it can get into the technical part too, with the science of it, them trying to find a way to preserve life of themselves because they want their houses to continue forever, and also these strategies of what's staged in this place to make things come together for the new world order, such as protests, such as political strategies, playing chess game with democracy, and all these leaders that's stepping down or stepping up or in place of, or just many different things that they trying to use to override these override prophecy, to override things that they can't control, that now they're hearing from the prophet's mouth that that's the Most High, because you could deal with science and deal with all kind of matters of information, of knowledge, and you could intertwine it with witchcraft. You could play with the board. You could do a lot of stuff, and trick yourself into believing that there is no God, into believing that there are no angels, or there is no, payback for the wickedness that happens in this world by wicked people, or starting with the so-called white man. But there is, and it's proven in the scriptures, and that's why they want to outlaw the Bible. That's why they want to take away. It says they look at the righteous man, the upright man, with envy and hatred. Paraphrasing, they look at him with disgust. They look at him. He's a grievous thing to behold, because it interrupts their new world order, the idea and the concept of their new world order. I believe that they sleep less these days, much less than we do. I believe. They don't want to spend a moment or in it, and when they go to sleep, Most High make them have nightmares. I mean, even Job talked about that. He tormented with me with his dreams, things and visions and things like that. So, I would assume that if any Rothschild or any elite fell asleep and had a dream of the worst thing regarding their plan and or themselves personally, they would definitely not want to, and it had to do with prophecy, and especially a so-called black man coming to take things down. They would definitely not want to sleep that much. Anyway, I think that's it. I didn't want to. And then Jeremiah kind of reiterates, Jeremiah 80:22, is there no balm in Gilead? Is there no physician there? Why then is not the health of the daughter of my... Oh, okay, well, yeah. It talks about Israel too, but, Israel, the elect is going to be restored, starting with the elect, So, our people are going to be a part of this suffering and this pain and this trouble, so to speak. Like it says, Jacob's trouble, but he will be saved out of it, meaning the elect. It says, in that day my servants shall eat, like when the manna back then in the ancient world that the Most High supplied Israel with, likening to today. when Moses slew the rock and water came out. When John Baptist came eating locusts and honey. Uh, when Joseph in Egypt, fed his brethren during the time of famine. So those are some physical examples that happened before that will even more so be phenomenal this time, because this is the last end of everything, for this wicked system, and a lot of spirits out there, and a lot of a lot of angelic things are going to start happening. You know, even these hurricanes. Those are the a lot of times those are the chariots starting those hurricanes, tornadoes, the wind. Even Yahweh Shai, when the men that were on the ship with him fell asleep, and I think Peter being one of them, but it was an example. That was at that time. It was an example showed of Peter walking on water. He started to sink when he felt the boisterous wind. But what did the Yahweh Shai do? He rebuked the wind, and they said, What power does this man have to rebuke the wind that it it ceases at his command? So this is the last of Rome, and I believe, and as speaking as a man, and heavily assume that just like the old Rome when Yahweh Shai was alive, and did those miracles and did those things and said, "You do greater things than this," that is going to happen again. And it makes sense because I think we're at the highest form of their technology that they could physically produce, as far as being in use with AI and this coming MOTB. So anyway, hopefully it was edifying. To the next video. Shalom.